Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I've got a story for you that's both shocking and kind of relatable. Picture this. It's a warm autumn morning, and I'm in my kitchen, just brewing a nice cup of tea, when my phone buzzes. It's my stepson, Ethan. Honestly, I'm a bit surprised he's calling out of the blue, but something in his voice tells me this is going to be one of those conversations that changes everything. Buckle up. Ethan arrives, looking a bit tense, carrying this duffel bag like he's just come back from a trip. You know that feeling when the weather's all sunny, but a storm is brewing just out of sight? Yeah, that was our vibe. I try to break the ice. Tea? Coffee? But he goes with tea, sitting stiffly at the table. He's usually this quiet, introspective guy, but today it feels like there's a volcano ready to erupt. I sit down across from him, trying to read his expression. The awkwardness is thick, and then he drops the bomb. I need to talk to you about Dad. My heart sinks a little. We've all been there when someone brings up a loved one, and you just know it's probably not good news. What about him? I ask, bracing myself. Ethan hesitates, and I can see his fingers tightening around his teacup like it's a life raft. Then he says the words that stop me in my tracks. I think he's hiding something big. I frown, feeling a knot form in my stomach. He pulls out a folder from that duffel bag and pushes it across the table. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Bank statements, emails, even photographs. At first glance, it doesn't make much sense. But as I piece it together, my world starts to unravel. Martin, my husband, has been funneling money into a secret account and is planning to leave with someone else. Is this real? I whisper, trying to wrap my head around it. Ethan nods, and I just feel the weight of everything crashing down. He explains, I didn't want to believe it, but the evidence is undeniable. I'm hit with a mix of betrayal and disbelief. After nearly 10 years of marriage, I thought we had a solid foundation. But here's the kicker. Ethan tells me Martin has done this before, to his mom. Suddenly, all those vague bits of conversation about Martin's first marriage take on a sinister new meaning. Together, we sift through the folder, creating a painful timeline of deceit. But through this shared pain, I find myself oddly grateful for Ethan. He could have kept this all to himself, but he didn't. He chose to protect me. As evening settles in, the sound of Martin's car pulls into the driveway, and you could cut the tension in the air with a knife. Ethan's face is tight, and I can tell he's ready to explode. What do you want to do? He asks. I take a deep breath, steeling myself. Let me handle this. When Martin walks in, he's all smiles, groceries in hand. Hey, honey! Ethan, what a surprise! But his smile falters when he sees us. I hold up the folder. This is it. Care to explain this? The color drains from his face, and he stumbles over his words, trying to come up with excuses. Finally, he sinks into a chair, defeated, muttering, I didn't mean for it to get this far. I'm seething. Really? Lying, stealing from our accounts, and planning to leave your family? You didn't mean for this to happen? That night, after Martin leaves at my insistence, Ethan and I sit together in the living room, feeling a weird mixture of exhaustion and relief. What will you do now? He asks, and honestly, I'm still figuring it out. But I look him in the eye and say, I'll figure it out. One thing's for sure, I'm not going to let him ruin my life. Ethan gives a small nod. You're stronger than he thinks. And for the first time, it feels like we're allies against this shared betrayal, ready to tackle whatever comes next together. Later that night, while I'm going through the folder again, something catches my eye in one of the photographs. There's a reflection in the background. Someone is holding a camera. I freeze. Could it be? Ethan didn't just stumble into this, he maybe orchestrated it. My breath catches as the realization sinks in. The betrayal wasn't just Martin's. Ethan had his own hands in this. What does that mean for us now? So there you have it. Sometimes our loved ones hurt us, but sometimes we find unexpected strength and connections in the most challenging times. If you've had your own stories or experiences, drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching.